What's good, YouTube? You see I got my shades on. Welcome to another Sample Flip Friday. We back at it, and I got a dope sample flip for y'all. We're going to be flipping something that you probably heard of before. I'm going to go ahead and play it. We're going to get right into it. We're going to not talk too much like we did the last video. All right, we're going to get right into it. Check it out. You're going to recognize this. I'm going to show you what we're going to be making today. Alright, so we're going to be making a little Hips Don't Lie, Shakira, Baile Funk, DJ remix, DJ edit, something like that. Something to get some booties shaking, something to get them people throwing it back at the club, you feel me? Alright, let's go. Alright, so what I did first, we're going to chop up the sample. As y'all can see, alright, so first thing I did, we're gonna go over into here. If y'all can see this, I pitched everything down. I pitched everything down 2 semitones. So we got the original chop right here. So I pitched everything down 2 semitones. So I like how the tone was feeling, pitched down a little bit.
This is Brazil. This is Brazil.
Oh yeah, so y'all gonna love this. Y'all gonna love this. Guess in the comments where I sampled this from. It's a very famous movie and it takes place in Brazil, and you've probably seen it.
This is Brazil.
You hear the guns go up at the end. You hear the thing go up in the end.
This is Brazil.
So I sampled that. I sampled that directly from YouTube. I got the scene on my phone. I'll do it for you guys for YouTube and again. But what I did, I had the scene on my phone and I plugged it into this right here. Y'all can see that. I plugged it into this right here. Just played the scene on my phone, recorded into the MPC. Here's the full thing real quick.
You're a long way from home. This is Brazil.
Fire, bro, fire. So I put that sample in there.
This is Brazil.
As you can see, I just added some reverb and I EQ'd it. That's it. I just added reverb and EQ'd that sampled from the movie. Let me know in the comments what movie that's from. I know what movies it's from. I want to see if you guys know. It's a very good movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, so we got that. We got the samples now.
This is Brazil.
All right, word. So we got that. Next thing we need. All right, so now we got the chops. What I did is I made, now that I'm here, I just made some Baile chops. So one thing I did for this Baile song is that I took the quantize for certain things off. Because if you notice, Baile sometimes a lot of times the quantize isn't there because it's, nobody's using quantize, but it gives that swing, you know what I mean? So for the snares, the tum ka ka, the snares, the ka ka, I always put those a little late. Like, and even if you see the grid, they're a little off the grid. So then I layered this with the kick. Then you get that oomph. Now I talk about that in my other Baile videos. I layer the kicks with like a top kick, with something with a little more tone with it. And what I'll also do is I'll layer the snare. If there's a bass on it, I'll layer a sub bass under it. So it's like boom, 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 and I'll layer sub bass under that the sample right here, so then I can just drum in my samples. So I got this one right here. Oh man, it always feels nice. That's why I got this MPC, man, just so I can program drums. Drums on the MPC are fire. What else we got? That's a nice snare right there. Oof. If y'all want that snare, well, I'm gonna see what it's called for y'all real quick. It's a Trop Killer snare. Shout out Zagon. Shout out to Trop Killers, one of my biggest influences. And noise, boy. There it is. There it is. We gotta have that little Baile Vox. You know what I mean? We need that. We need that Baile Vox, bro. Or else it's not Brazilian. We need that. Alright, what else we got? I'm looking for the Baile pluck, bro. The bass pluck is what makes the song, in my opinion. Oh, okay, there we go. So what I usually do, so I got a distortion, a kill EQ, and a reverb. Let's take those off real quick. I ain't gonna gatekeep this one, y'all. I got this pluck from Cashmere. I got this from Cashmere Pack, and it's a bass pluck, and I just recognized it immediately from being used in like some Baile songs that I really like. So when I heard it, I was like, oh, I need that. So what I usually do is that what you do. What you usually do is that you'll go up here on warp sample. Go up here if y'all can see up here. Warp sample. And then just hit the keyboard button. It'll make a key group for that, right? So that's what I usually do. That way you can just play it on the keys. But for some reason, I didn't know how to do that back when I made this, maybe, because I made this song a couple months ago. Or I just used 16 level. So I just use 16 level, but honestly, you should probably put it on a key group just so you can see what notes you're hitting and all that. Why did I put a reverb on a bass plug? What the heck was I thinking, bro? Let me take that off. Mixed at 18%. Why did I do that? We got the pluck and we got the sample. All we're missing is an acapella. Put that all together and you get this. First, we got the drums, we got the sample, now we got the bass pluck. Is gonna tie all together now.